At this time, I'd like to ask Mary Ann to come up and say a few words.
Mom and Dad, congratulations. 25 years is a long time. I was elected to come up here and say something. The trouble is, they didn't tell me what to say. But I think I was supposed to come up with something nice. Now that took me quite a while. No, not to think of something nice, but to put it into words, that was the hard part. It really is hard to put in words what our family is like. Mom and Dad, they taught us a lot over the years. Dad, he taught us how to laugh. I can always remember as a kid, sitting at the table, eating a meal, and Dad would say to one of us, "Why hear the bathroom tap running, or did I leave the outside light on?" And we'd ask one of us to go and check. Well, one of us kids had gone to check, Dad would put salt in our water or sugar on our food or something like that. After a while, we knew what Dad was up to and we knew he couldn't be trusted. And then when our friends and cousins came over, he would do it to them and we would all laugh. That's my dad. Mom, she taught us the facts of life and the rights and wrongs that go with it. We never really knew what was right, but we sure knew what was wrong. And we heard about it in lectures all the time. Mom also taught us how to be perceptive. She could tell when something was bothering us, when she knew it was serious or quite important. She would take the time to approach us. I remember back when I was 18, and there was this boy that I had met in London where I was going to school. And I kind of liked him, but I was a bit uncertain. Mom sensed something was troubling me, so I told her about this boy and that I kind of liked him. But the trouble was that he was 24 years old. She said to me, age didn't really matter, even if it was 6 years different. She said to take it one step at a time and see what happened. A number of weeks passed, and one Sunday afternoon, I told Mom that this boy was coming to pick me up and take me back to London. Mom said to me, "Mary Ann, are you sure he is 24, you know?" But it all worked out because I married him. Yes, they taught us a lot, and they gave a lot too. When I look back and think of our family life, it was really good. I remember a lot of things, like water fights, playing cards, putting up our Christmas tree each year, playing baseball, throwing hoops, picking stones, pulling weeds, Lynn and I doing dishes, and Dad and boys yelling at us to keep quiet because they're trying to watch the news. Lynn and I always saying when we did the dishes. Castrating pigs. Did you know that I had to help Dad and Marty castrate pigs? I used to argue with Dad because I didn't really want to go to the barn, and he didn't really need my help anyways. Dad used to insist that what I did during the castrating of pigs was absolutely essential. I had to hold the knife and put the using it. That was my essential job. Just the other day, Mark and I went home, and Mark went to help Dad at the barn to do chores. When they came out, Dad told me that Mark helped him castrate pigs. And I just can't believe how they got the job done without someone there to hold the knife. The most important thing they gave us was their love, and they gave lots of that. Mom and Dad, you gave us what so many kids these days aren't getting. You gave us a good family life, a loving home. You taught us what was important, and you gave us values. You've been a great example for us, and we thank God that He gave you 2 parents to us 4 kids. We really, truly are lucky. May we always make you as proud of us as we are of you. As kids get older, only then do they realize how much their parents love them. I came across this saying, which a lot of you have probably heard before, but I'm going to say it anyway. You loved us enough to bug us about where we were going, who with, and what time we were going to be home. You loved us enough to make us return a chocolate bar with a bite of it to the drugstore and confess I stole it. You loved us enough to let us see anger, disappointment, disgust, and tears in your eyes. You loved us enough to insist we buy the clothes we didn't need with their own money. You loved us enough to ignore what every other mother did. You loved us enough to shove us off your lap, let go of our hands, and be mute to our pleas and insensitive to our demands so we could stand alone. You loved us enough to accept us for who we were, not for what you wanted us to be. But most of all, you loved us enough to say no when we hated you for it. Mom and Dad, we love you. And on this day, your 25th wedding anniversary, health and lots of loving people.
to us. And we got together, we thought it would be good to sing it for Mom and Dad.